Hello everybody, welcome to my video, Getting Tidier. I hope you're well. So my video starts with a clip of the hotel that we stayed in at Stansted Airport in London. So we decided to stay there the night before to make the travel much easier, and so we were less tired. We would have to get up probably about 2 o'clock in the morning if we'd travelled from Norfolk to Stansted Airport, so it made more sense to stay over the night before and then get up at about 5:30 in the morning instead. So we had a good flight and arrived safely at Rome, and I also include a little clip of the apartment, so it's not too big for me to make untidy, or for us to make untidy. So we've got our bed in the corner. We've got a small kitchenette and a table and chair. Then we've got a sofa which pulls out into another double-sized bed. And then we've got the bathroom area, which has got a shower and toilet and so on there. So it's perfect really for what we need. And the really good thing is you can literally throw a stone to the Vatican. It's got a little outside area. Although it's been so hot, we weren't able to use the outside area. It's incredible. There's an excessive heat warning on at the moment. I've included a few photographs to show you some of the little places that we walked around Rome, and of course a couple of clips of the Trevi Fountain. And somebody said to me, oh, with the Trevi Fountain it's much smaller than what you imagine. In actual fact, it was much bigger than what I imagined. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than that. Someone also told me to go at night time, but we didn't have time to do that. So there's many things still to go back and do another time. I think next time I'd go like Easter or maybe in half term. We also went to the Spanish Steps.
About the windows, it's those windows at the bottom there.
And what are they for?
Isn't it? Is where they get all the water.
My daughter was telling me about the water system in Rome, and that she'd read somewhere about how the water comes into Rome and then terminates at Trevi Fountain. So she's telling me about those windows. We also went into some beautiful churches, absolutely stunning. The artwork and the history behind these places is incredible. I was really shocked. It is true, behind every shop, along every street, there are Roman ruins, Roman streets, Roman buildings. It's really quite incredible, the level that it's been preserved. We found out that if you went up the top of United Colours of Benetton, you got a really good view of the Trevi Fountain. And then we walked on to the Pantheon, which I just found breathtakingly incredible, really. There's a big hole in the middle. This is the only dome structure which is not built with metal, it's just built with stone. The biggest in the world, and I got my daughter to ask the security guard in Italian what they do if it rains, because we were thinking, like, do they close it up somehow, what do they do? But the water just drops straight down, and then they have a special system to extract the water. It goes down through the floor and it comes out right at the front. Really clever. So I include a few more pictures of some of the other sites that we went round to see, some of the incredible buildings, and then we got up really early to go to the Vatican. Now, a YouTuber told us that we should get into the square for 7 o'clock in the morning, so we followed the YouTuber. So we got up at, well, probably about 6 o'clock. We were really close, so we had to walk around the outside. And we weren't going to go to the top of the dome, and then my daughter was really keen to go, and that just reminds me of when I was a little girl and I wanted to go to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and my parents were like, oh, do we really need to go to the top of the Eiffel Tower? And I crazed, and we went to the top of the Eiffel Tower. So I thought if she wants to really go to the top of the dome, we'll do it. So we took the lift and then did 200 steps to the top. Incredible views and really worth doing. I highly recommend it, even though it was sweltering hot. Even this early in the morning, it was really warm, but fantastic views. And see where those people are at the top? We were literally at that level before we then started walking up. There was a couple of times though that my legs really were shaky. It was such hard work, and as you go up, the dome sort of bends. That can make you feel a little bit disorientated. I did a little clip where you could see the swallows. It was lovely. Really enjoyed it. Really worthwhile, and the ceilings were just beautiful. I loved them. It's funny because later we went to the Sistine Chapel. Because there were so many incredible ceilings, that was like the Sistine Chapel was incredible, but there were so many. And it's kind of like, well, the Sistine Chapel is like wonderful, but then so are all of them. It was really good. So on this day, I well and truly smashed my steps target because I did 17,000 steps. So I was pleased about that. You can see how the light pours in, the paintings and everything, just incredible. So I'll show a few more clips of some of the things that we saw, so I hope you find this interesting. And then right towards the end, I do a really quick tidying up video where I saw all the washing up and tidy up. I think you'll be really interested in what they have in Italy in terms of the arrangements for the draining rack. So they don't actually have a normal draining rack, what we're used to. They have a system above the sink where it looks like you use it for like storage. And you put all the items above the sink and then they drain. It's really clever. You'll see a couple of videos of the mosaics. And then you can see right at the very top what all the views look like. So I hope you enjoy my video. I've certainly enjoyed making it for you. It's been something a little bit different. So hopefully you enjoy seeing that. And I'll do a couple of other videos and upload them so they'll come out over the course of the next couple of weeks. And then the final part of it, you'll see how I do the washing up, the wiping up, and then even though we've only been here a couple of days, we are all quite untidy. So you'll see that does start getting quite untidy. But I sort all that out on the video, so you'll be able to watch that. So I hope you're all well. Please let me know what you've all been up to. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
And then,
Go white.
why do they change colour?
So here we are at the Basilica, which we've just now been up the top there. You get the lift to where those people are, and then you climb up to the dome afterwards. It's about 200 extra steps. My legs were really wobbling, really shaking, but we did it really early. We got there just after 7 o'clock, so there's no crowds here yet. As you can see even now, the queue is massive already, and it's now 9:45, so we made the right decision. We watched a YouTube video actually of this man talking about Rome, and he said you need to get there at 7 o'clock, otherwise the crowds will just be too long. And the big thing is that we've got an extreme heat warning at the moment in Rome, so that's why it's really good to kind of stay out of the sun as much as possible.